Ladies and gentlemen, this is Internet Personality Evangelist, and I have, at this point in this very recording of this dang ding here V-build, I have actually seen the Lego Movie now, and I had a vlog go up about it. This is the melting room, and I'm going to build this. It's 122 pieces, so I feel okay about doing it all on the camera. I pulled the tab. What else do you want from me, you minx? Anyway, it was a pretty cool movie, and there are a few things I learned since, not only since seeing the movie, but since recording that vlog. Most important of which being that, yes, the movie is in fact not a stop-motion film in any way, shape, or form. Well, maybe here and there there's well, anyway, it is primarily a CG film done in a style I super appreciate. That is like CG, but with some of the stylings and the look of stop-motion, to the point where, you know, an ignorant layman like myself would come out of it going like, well, did I just see stop motion? So, good on you, Lego Movie. If you haven't seen it, and you're watching this V-build, number one, thanks. Number two, you should probably see that Lego Movie. It's worth your time. Don't take my word for it, you know, I'm just sitting here with one of several Lego Movie kits I've bought in the last, what, month? Because of not only the creativity I see in these kits, but in having come out of what I believe to be a very fine piece of toy-oriented cinema. So this is the melting room, you know, from that titular finale scene in the movie. Spoilers, where our hero is actually physically melted. That's not really the major spoiler. I mean, like, I mean, the real spoiler is like, hey, did you see those end credits or what? This is one of the draws of this kit, is this little hoodie piece, which is in a very sealed bag that's not gonna... It's not gonna... This is humiliating. This is straight up humiliating. Anyway, the wild style you get in this set, she comes with her hoodie up. And I believe this is the only way to get hoodie up wild style at this point. So, grats to her for such a prestigious release. Prestigious? Prodigious? I don't know. Anyway, put the hood on here. And you're gonna notice something here. This is crazy. Alright, let's get in real close. Alright. She's got hair on the inside of the hood. Crazy. Anyway, that hood piece, I feel like they're... This doesn't feel like it's fitting on right. There should be... Ah, there we go. Okay, now it's all the way on. Anyway, that hood is kind of like a... I don't know, kind of a rubbery plastic, and it could be a good time for friends and family. We got us Emmett. He should have a neckerchief somewhere in my vast pile of parts. This is my preferred sorting method. I call it building Lego like men. If your name is Aaron Smith, you might be kind of averse to this, but nonetheless. If you are buying any of these Lego Movie sets, you probably got an Emmett. You probably know the whole... Let's go on to the more interesting one, which is yet another robot policeman. And, where's the... Here we go. The robot cops and the micromanagers, by far, are my new favorite Lego team, Lego theme. They make me feel good, man. Like, I think I've said this somewhere. I know I've said it in a podcast, maybe even said it here on YouTube. I want to give these guys a YouTube shelf? A D12 shelf. The YouTube is a new IKEA model that'll be coming out sometime later on this century. But let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this thing, which is building a room. And apparently, according to some review I read, this A-shaped piece is like big news for the A-falls, but I don't understand why, so... I'm just going to stick it onto the plate, and, oh man, I think I just skipped a few steps. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Life makes sense again. So, I need to take another plate and stick it on here, and take a big round thing and stick it on there. I would assume the draw of this plate is that it allows for angular something. I still don't really think like a Lego person, so when I see the online communities flipping out, going like, can you believe they made this part in this color? I'm kind of like, I certainly can't, sir. But I also understand that, you know, I have flipped out about the very same things when it comes to Glyos, and, you know, Glyos and Lego technically have got a whole lot in common, aside from these easily mistakable pieces that totally are not the right piece. I need these little short ones for this, this little setup here. But it's been interesting starting to see a lot of those Glyos parallels, you know, given that Lego is a fairly young line, and Glyos, you know, it's decades old at this point. I'm starting to get a better understanding for, as I said, the parallels between one collector community and another. Oh, and I need some of these rail pieces. Look at this. We're going to put some safety together, ladies and gentlemen. Need me one of these. Oh, this is going to be imprecise. I don't know how I feel about this. But yeah, it's been interesting spending the last, what I would say, 4 weeks or so, really trying to, on my own time, get a feel for how the Legos think, how they go about their business. I could have just asked several of the AFOLs that are in my life, but that'd be far too simple. These studs are all going in upside down. I don't know how I feel about this. These Lego movie kits in general have been showing me all these weird, like, deviant building techniques, like snot or angles, like curved angles on things made out of rectangular parts. And man, you guys really do live, you know, on the seat of your pants. You live on the wild side of life. So many tiny studs. I want to get into the cool stuff. I want to build a friggin' laser, man. There we go. So, if you're watching this, you know, number one, I'm sorry. Number two, if you're a Lego person, what's your chosen sorting technique? As you can see, mine's obviously superior, but I am still learning the ways of the adult fan of the Lego. So I don't know, what do you do? I mean, I've seen people who like to sort by color, then by part, who like to do, like, literally, like, a full sorting job before they do, like, anything whatsoever. I lack the patience, and I just have too much, you know, bulging manhood in my pants to put up with having such a namby-pamby approach to Legoing, you know? I mean, I can't wait to bust open something like the Sea Cow and just show you all the power of my approach. Which I guess leads to the next kind of important thing about my feelings on doing Lego on the internets, which is that I've actually been building a couple of sets. I'm trying to figure out how I want to write Lego reviews right now with my current style. And the one thing I've really realized is especially on larger sets, I really enjoy the building process. And I think that the enjoyment I get out of the building process of those Lego sets is kind of greatly diminished by attempting to film the building of Lego sets that are bigger than, like, this. I'm gonna give it a try. I've got a 200-some piece set. I'm gonna see if I can comfortably film it, but quite honestly, stuff that is, like, you know, 500 to 1,000 to 2,000 even pieces, I don't really want to film building those unless it's like some kind of special occasion, or and certainly I'd want to do it only if I've got, you know, a crew with me, like some peeps to talk to the whole time, because I want to enjoy it, man. Like, I was watching episode 1 of the second season of House of Cards, and I was building the creative ambush, and It was fun. It was real relaxing. I felt good. And then the one thing I really don't want to do, which is the fate of a lot of the Lego I've bought over the last year and a half, is keeping it all just in a drawer, still in box, going, oh, I can't build this yet. I got to film building this. And yeah, I had the epiphany of, no, darn it, I'm just going to build it. And I'll write a review on the build kit. And we'll put together a video, see how it goes. I don't see any reason to have to showcase everything. I mean, especially on the more expensive kits, the build is part of the fun. I don't want to blow all that. And also, I want to enjoy it. So, I don't know. I mean, you can if you want, you know, post some of your thoughts on what I'm saying here. And I suppose one of the advantages of Lego over something like, say, Gunpla is that I could always just unbuild it and then build it on camera again, but often in V-builds I find like part of the energy of these videos is that I am building it for the first time, so I feel like something, you know, intrinsically may be lost if I am like sitting there building Metal Beard for like a second time and, you know, either feigning complete ignorance or just going like, this is the part where I put this piece on him, and this is the part where where's the other chain? Oh, here it is. The one thing I'm really proud of is, I mean, I bought my first Lego kit in years, back when the Galaxy Squad stuff came out, and I bought it mostly just to take to MagFest and, you know, build a Lego there. That video went up. But, the thing I've been feeling super good about, what am I doing here? Oh, I see, okay, is, I lost my train of thought. I completely lost my train of thought. I remember it again. The thing I've been feeling good about is I've never had that moment where I've been absolutely dead positive sure that Lego shorted me apart, because, I pretty much, I've come to accept that that is a prodigiously rare occasion. The incidents, the notion of not actually getting your full parts count in the box, and it gives me a kind of confidence, because it's like, even if it looks like literally the part is not there, I can go like, no, I know it's here. I know it's here somewhere. This is looking like a dangerous room, by the way. I can go like, I know it's here somewhere, I just have to search. I have to search harder, faster, stronger, and maybe with less clothes on. And then I can find it. I literally don't know. Oh, this must be some kind of little rack. This is going to have some handcuffs on it. Yeah, I know what those are like. Got one of those just off camera. For legal reasons. Yeah. So anyway, one of my goals in the next little bit, aside from, you know, reviewing other stuff I already started reviewing and need to finish reviewing, like, you know, everything that has Transformers in it, is I want to start trying to do my first Lego review, not V-build, but review, and see how that goes. What am I going to make now? Need more of these macaronis, as I believe they're called. I learned that from the Lego movie. Thank you very much. Oh, that's neat. So I've had things before, which were these, like, pair of 2x1s that have a joint in the middle, but never had one that I had to put together. That's neat. I like that click. That was good. Oh, this one's way looser. That's why. It's all Technic style. It's flippity floppity. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about flippity floppity Lego. I need one of these. I need a cone. I need a whatever that is. Oh, this goes underneath this one. Okay. And then we got our little black square clippy bit. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is starting to come together. I've got something like this back in the old Vangelis Island basement. We need one of these overhangy bits. There's all these parts that Lego has now. All these neat, like stuff like this. That totally was not a part of my childhood whatsoever. And I'm sure has been around for years, but to me it's all amazing and new. So I keep marveling. I'm like, wow, they made a part for that. Durr. Guess that's like a temperature readout thing. Says it's 82 degrees Kelvin. I need more of these slopes. Slopes is another Lego word I've been learning. Always people just always going on and on and on about slopes. Slopes this and slopes that. I need more slopes off of the Bricklink. Blah, blah, blah. Slopes. I got a great deal on slopes. I kind of like the word slopes. I've been learning about slopes because, like, slopes are a big part of what make a lot of these movie vehicle builds so cool, where they get all the curves coming off the cars and stuff. It's badass, man. Well, as badass as Lego can get anyway. Lego badass. They're too cute to be badass. I really like these things too, these tilty platforms, which, like, when I was a kid, I remember these things primarily just being used as, you know, hinges or joints. And on all these Lego things, I always see them being used as a subtle means to make things angular and not all perpendicular, like I remember a lot of my Lego stuff being when I was a kid. It's all part of the equation that has made Lego so much more interesting to me in 2014 than in, like, you know, 1991 or whenever I last picked up Lego a whole lot before the Galaxy Squad turnaround happened. This is a weird little ambulant room. This is odd. Ooh, it's time to build a laser. Alright, I'm excited. Let's get ourselves set, get ready, and go. So I need one of these, and I'm going to put one of these on this. Oh, good times. I got to do some of this Lego stuff as a V-Build Live as well, but right now I've just been wanting to relax and experiment. Never really had Lego as a part of my YouTube thing, and the unfortunate part is, no matter how I want to cut it, what I am doing here, you know, by doing Lego movie sets in February 2014 and getting all back into Lego and thinking about how am I going to implement Lego reviews into my review schema and blah, blah. Basically, it's me on a bandwagon. It's me 100% hardcore on a very timely bandwagon, and I figure it's better for me just to sit back, look at myself, and realize, you know what, yes, I am riding a bandwagon right now, than to try to come up with, oh, I always loved Lego since I was a kid. No, man, this is entirely a bandwagon having a successful effect on me. But to its credit, it's a bandwagon for what appears to be a pretty quality product. So I guess point 1 Lego, and then point 2 Lego. Nonetheless, I mean, Lego still has some stuff I'd like to see, like, you know, joints on a minifigure beyond the super basics. And I saw a whole lot of ideas of posable Lego minifigures. Reminded me a whole lot of stuff I'm seeing out of Mega Bloks right now with Call of Duty, or some aesthetic things that remind me of Tenkai Nights. And then I look at it all and I'm like, yep. And guess who would never accept any of this existing? The hardcores. I just dropped a part. That's the worst thing to do when you're building Lego, is drop a part. Unruly little piss end of a brick. Let me tell you what. But I found you. You're all... ugh. So that's the other Lego superpower. Whenever it falls, it will inevitably bounce into the stupidest place to try to pick it up again. Friggin' Lego. Like I said, many advances to be made. Some kind of system of not falling would be another chief one among the improvements I'd like to see made to the line. Just laying out some of my demands here. Herr Lego Corp from Dutchland. Ooh, a tube. So I guess this thing feeds into here, and that will feed the laser. Tube-based laser technology is never a poor choice, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you what. And let's see. Got one of these. Alright, going, by the way, by the current speed of building something that's just over 120 pieces, I'm definitely beginning to question my own idea of attempting a 200-piece thing with the way I tend to do these V-builds, which is long and rambly. I don't know if anyone would give a crap to actually watch something that long and dumb. However, please leave comments if you really do want the vicarious experience of a dude trying to talk a whole lot while building 200 pieces of Lego into some kind of animal-oriented bicycle. You know, let me know. I guess it could be the way I make it up to all of you Bionicle fans when you guys all said, "Did you hear Bionicle's dead? What are you going to do in memory?" And my only answer was, I never bought Bionicle, so probably nothing. My apologies and condolences. I guess we could make that the final condolence so many years after the fact. Here, I'll build some Chima for you. Probably a terrible idea, but you know what? Let me know if that's what you really want to see. I learned that this is a lightsaber piece, very specifically referred to as a lightsaber piece. That's another thing I did not entirely know. And I think this, so mount this up here, and I believe we're done. So look at all these spare parts. Wait, where does that hatchet go? I missed that part of the instructions. It's not anywhere on the instructions. That hatchet was in the movie, though, wasn't it? I remember this thing. This should go next to the... it's in the picture there, too, in the instruction book. This hatchet should go right here, safely next to the handcuffs. Yeah, thank you. Good thing I saw the movie, right? I'd have been confused. But look at this. We got all these extra pieces. Decent amount of extra bits and bobs. I'll go put them in a bag with some of the other extra bits and bobs I've got. But yeah, this is a melting room. Let's assemble our diorama. That white piece is insidious looking. Like it's perfectly shaped to slot Emmett's legs in. Ooh, creepy. But I gotta get his chains on first, because listen, like I'm an expert. Okay, what you do is first you get the chains on the backs of their hands. Which, by the way, I find a very dubious connection, this whole thing of we have a cup, we're going to fit it around a Lego hand. Highly dubious. I'm going to flip his hands around. Break his wrists. Flip his hands backwards. There we go. Now we can safely handcuff him. Oh, piece of resistance. Piece of resistance is resisting too much and popping off. There we go, we got it. Alright, let's chain you in. Boom. Alright. And then this white piece slots between his legs quite perfectly. I'm sure it's designed for something in the pantheon of Lego history, and I have no idea what. If you do, please comment and let me know. I want to learn. I'm someone who likes to be educated. Believe it or not. And, yeah, so we can flip poor Emmett all over the place here in his little torture chamber chair. And then we got us a laser to point at him from various angles. Has a little tiny laser gun in it to power it, so I guess we'll put this guy here at the controls. Alright, we'll have him hang out up here, operating the laser. Yeah! Hardcore style, just hanging by one hand gripping a handle. And I guess we'll put Wild Style over here, going all like, "I'ma save the day." So yeah, it's the melting room. Hope you enjoyed checking that out. And as I said, let me know what you want to do with Lego on this channel. And I'm gonna do some Lego on this channel anyway. I'm just still piecing together how, what, where, and why. I'm starting to think a 200-piece build on one of these V-builds is getting out of the question now. But I don't know. I do know I feel comfortable doing these 100-some piece builds, and I got a small stack of them sitting behind me on a chair, so you'll see Lego again on here for sure one way or another as far as the V-build goes. But until then, stay frosty and stay melty.